Hi, I'm Jordan Booth, and I'll be covering ways how people around the world can be digitally literate. When you are being digitally literate, you can understand and use information in different ways, coming from a variety of sources when shown on an electronic. I was blogging about the Philadelphia Eagles since it was my interest, and I have been digitally literate plenty of ways. When it came to finding a background picture for my blog, I just used the picture that I had took last year so I can avoid copywriting from the team organization or any other Philadelphia Eagles websites. Copywriting is taking someone else's work and using it for yourself without making it different, and that is violating the law. It's sort of what Lawrence Lessig was mentioning about John Philip Sousa's take on copywriting. He said the talking machines are ruining our read-write culture and making it into a read-only culture, where people take creativity but they're not the creator. This is also why, when it comes to writing articles or etc., you would have to cite your sources. If I were to have got my sources, for instance, from the Bleeding Green Nations blog, and I wanted to use something to reference while I'm discussing, I would have to cite them because they were the ones who came up with the idea. When making a blog, coming up with a theme is crucial, and it will be hard to find the right one because not every theme will work for what type of blog you are making. The layout has to be reasonable for whatever content you are going to be posting. When blogging, you want to have an about page so that everyone can get an idea of what you will be covering in your blog. You can mention your name, school, occupation, or whatever, but just make sure to be about pages mostly about the blog. For instance, here I first started talking about what my blog is going to be about. It says what is going to be on it, and at the end, I started talking about a little bit about myself. Also made a Twitter account. Having a social media account is another way of being digitally literate because social networks are where you can manage, access, analyzing, etc. On social networks, you are connected to everyone around the world. This is another way where I can get news from the Philadelphia Eagles and share it with others who are Eagles fans. Xavier Damon X says, for the first time in human history, anyone can share instantly what we know, what we think, what we see, and what we feel. This is changing the news. This is true because I can share everything about the Philadelphia Eagles on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and etc. I can post what I think, see, and know. Let it be trade rumors and injury updates and more. The tweets that I'll be posting would be either be thin tweets or thick tweets. According to David Silver, thin tweets only have one layer of information as opposed to thick tweets where they have two or more along with a hyperlink. The hyperlink can lead to another article relating to your post. On my Twitter account, I wrote a little biography about myself that is along the left side of my account. This will tell a little bit about yourself to your followers. It says where I go to school, what my major is, what my interest, and what I do. That's my birthday on there too, but Twitter makes you put your birth year as well. I didn't put my birthday up for private reasons. There's a bar that shows the amount of tweets, followers, and likes you have, and how many pages you are following. This is good when you are being digitally literate, especially since I live tweet games because when it comes to live tweeting games or sharing your articles, it will get people updated on what you want them to know about. Another way of being Another way of letting people know things is by doing hashtags. A hashtag is someone labeling your tweet, but it will let a variety of people see your tweet. It is somewhat showing what the topic of your tweet is all about. You can type on the search bar the hashtag that you were using. If you were to type it in, you would have to put in the hashtag symbol and then put in what you want. Once you do that, you hit enter, and then you would get a variety of tweets that share the same hashtag as yours. The tweets will obviously be relating to the same topic as your tweet, as the hashtag is basically the topic of your tweet, except that every other tweet will say something different. These tweets are posted by people around the world who are interested in that specific topic, for example, the Eagles. Some Twitter pages will do polls. This is another way to be digitally literate because this is basically asking the community a question and judging what the majority of people answer. People will simply pick an answer and hit vote, and that it will show a percentage of what answer was chosen. So you happen to run into an article that interests you, but you you don't have time to read it at a specific time. There are three apps that you can use in order to save them. You have Pocket, which works when you found an article on social networks, and it also works when you go to a website. Depending on if you're using a computer, you would press the Pocket icon along the top bar. Pocket doesn't provide an app for laptops, so you have to go to the website and download the icon. Whenever you run into an article, you just hit the icon so that you can save the article for later use. There is also Zite, and this app is just like Pocket, except that when you go on the Pocket app, it won't let you look up the website where you can find articles. Zite will let you look up the website and find articles that were recently made by that website. You could also like an article, which is another way of saving them. Another option would be Feedly, which is more similar to Zite because you can also like look up recent updates from a website. Just like Zite, you can save articles by bookmarking them. Adding on to that, you can share. You can also share articles you found appealing on social media networks. It can be Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc. Social media networks have pages have memes that they post on their timeline. They are a way to entertain your followers with something funny in case if some of your followers are having a bad day and just need a laugh. Memes can be funny and they can also be truthful. There are different possibilities of how everyone in this world can be digitally literate.